Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a men's fashion blog. In this video we are going to cover what exactly is a men's fashion blog with a few examples. I'm going to show you how to pick a niche and why that's important, and actually how to niche down. In addition, I'm going to show you how to get web hosting. Web hosting is something you need so that your website can be seen on the internet. I'm going to show you how to do that step by step. After that, we are going to install something called WordPress. We are going to install both a free and premium WordPress theme, and then some changes that you have to make to your website so that you can start getting traffic. After that, I'm going to show you how to start writing so that you can write faster and actually connect with your audience. And then we're going to talk about some ways that you can make money with your new website and why you need to share your content on social media. Finally, we're going to finish up with a brief discussion about how many blog posts you should post before you decide if you should give up or keep going. So first things first, what is a men's fashion blog? Now, a men's fashion blog is simply a blog where you're answering questions about different aspects of men's fashion. Now, what I recommend that you do in the very beginning is, instead of just trying to talk about men's fashion at a top level, at a high level, because it's going to be pretty competitive, you should pick one aspect of men's fashion, whether it's jeans, watches, glasses, hats. Pick one aspect and really focus on that. That's called picking a niche, and then you want to niche down. One way to figure out a niche is to use a keyword research tool. Now, this is Ahrefs. This is a tool that I use a lot, and there's a few ways to use it. One way, and probably the easiest way, is to find a website that you like on men's fashion. You can take this website. It's called ape2gentleman.com. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to jump over to Ahrefs, and we're going to paste our keyword or our domain name right here. I'll talk a little bit more about a domain name in just a second. But when we paste that in and we hit enter, you can actually see all of the different keywords that they rank for. And we can actually use this to help us get ideas for not only picking a niche, but help us create content on keywords that aren't as competitive. So really helping us get up and running fast. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click on keywords here, and then you can see all of the different keywords within men's fashion that you could create content on. As you can see, they're talking about flannel shirts and denim and hoodies for men. What we could do is we can change the keyword difficulty to 5 or less. 5 or less basically means that a new blog or website has a pretty good opportunity to rank in the search engines. The keyword difficulty is a score between 0 and 100. The closer you get to 100, the more difficult it will be for a new blog or website. So if we look at this, you can see minimalist sneakers, that only has a 2 ranking, so you could have a pretty good chance of ranking. You can talk about the corduroy jacket men's, another good opportunity there. So what you can do is you can actually use this website to find niche ideas, or really you could scrape these keywords here and start creating content here. But what I recommend that you do is pick one of these niches, maybe for example, sneakers or shoes, and create content. Because you don't have any domain authority, you want to focus on 1 or 2 keywords so that you can start building something called domain authority, and it'll give you a better chance to rank. So if we take a look here, we've picked a niche, we've niched down. The next thing that we want to do is we want to get web hosting. Now, in order for your website to be seen on the internet, it needs to be hosted somewhere. What I recommend that you do is click the first link in the description. It's the best web hosting provider for beginners, and what they're going to do is they're going to host your website on their hard drive. It's called a server, so that people can see it. You're simply going to rent out hard drive space for as little as $3.95 per month. Sometimes it's cheaper, but that's pretty standard. And when you click that first link in the description and you get started today, you'll actually get a domain name for free. A domain name is simply the name that humans refer to your website by. For example, if we go here, ape2gentleman.com is the domain name. You can go ahead and get one. In fact, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to walk you through the process step by step of getting web hosting and domain name with that first link in the description. I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information, the settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This one, first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here. And then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now, it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right-hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now, you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them. And then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing that you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. All right, so now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free theme. I'm going to show you how to install a premium theme in just a second. And we've made some critical changes to our website so that we can start getting traffic. Right now, you have a free theme on your website. It is boring, it is bland, and it has no additional features and functionality. What I recommend that you find a premium theme so that it has additional features and functionality. For example, this website here, ape2gentleman.com. This is a premium WordPress theme. It has a ton of additional features. It looks inviting. The pictures are large, and it really entices the audience to click. And so you can actually get a premium WordPress theme by clicking the second link in the description. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you can type in, we'll say men's fashion. And you could just type in fashion in general. You could type in sports or whatever your niche is. You could type in watches if you wanted to. And when you hit enter, you're going to see a bunch of WordPress themes pop up. You could look through and find a WordPress theme that you like. What I recommend that you do is spend a few minutes and look through. Once you find a theme that you like, you're simply going to click on this link and add it to your cart. Once it's added to your cart, you are going to check out and buy the theme. Once you pay for that theme, you're going to download a zip file right to your computer. You're going to unpack that zip file, and there's going to be a second zip file. We're going to take that second zip file and we are going to install it into our WordPress website. And to do that, you're going to hover over appearance, click on themes. When you click on themes, you're going to click on add new. And when you click on add new, you are going to click on upload theme. And then you can drag and drop that second zip file right here, or you can manually find it by clicking choose file. When you do that, you're going to click on install now and then activate, and boom, you've got a brand new theme. Now that we jump back over here, we've installed a premium WordPress theme. We need to start writing. Now I get 3 questions when it comes to writing a blog. How do I start writing a blog? How many blog posts should I write? And how long should my blog post be? I'm going to answer the first and third questions right now. I'll save that second one for later. To start writing, we're going to grab one of the keywords that we found earlier. For example, men's suede jacket. We are going to copy this. We're going to go back over to our WordPress website. We're going to go to post, all post, and then we're going to click on add new. And we're simply going to post in that keyword right at the front. And the reason why we're doing this is we are optimizing for search. We're giving our website and ourselves the best chance to get discovered through search engines. This is called search engine optimization. So we could say something like men's suede jacket, everything you need to know. And the reason why we're doing it this way is the first half is for search engine optimization. The second half is for the human element. We want to entice our potential readers to click on our link. And so the next step is, well, how do I start writing? And I'm going to go ahead and take care of that for you right now. To start writing, and before you start writing, I recommend that you take 10 or 15 minutes and do a quick brainstorming session. When I do my brainstorming sessions, I simply will create 6 writing prompts for myself: who, what, when, where, why, and of course, how. And what I like to do is I like to ask myself these questions with regards to our keyword. So when you say, what is the best suede jacket for men? And what I recommend that you do is, in the beginning, don't worry about spelling. You want to get your ideas down on paper so that you can come back and worry about it later. So we're saying, like, what is the best suede jacket for men? Maybe you could say, when is the best time to buy a suede jacket? Something along those lines. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take 10 or 15 minutes and ask yourself basic questions that you think your customer would want to know with regard to your keyword. You could say, where to find where to find the best suede jacket. And as you can see, the more you do this, the better you're going to get and the faster you're going to come up with ideas. This is actually going to help you write faster in the long run because you already have an outline of your blog already set up. Where to find the best suede jackets, we'll say. And what you're going to do, again, take about 10 or 15 minutes and really brainstorm and ask yourself questions that your customers are going to ask. And once you're done with your brainstorming session, you're simply going to delete the ones that don't make any sense or aren't relevant to your keyword, and you're going to keep the ones that you like. And once you keep the ones that you like and determine the ones you like, you're going to change these to H2s. And now you have subheadings for your blog. And you could say the best time to buy a suede jacket. Now here, obviously, you want to get your spelling correct. The best time to buy a suede jacket is in the middle of August or whenever it may be. Okay. And then once you're done answering your questions, you are going to go up here to the top right and click on publish. And then your blog post is going to be alive for the world to see, hear, read, and react to. Now that we have the writing, we need to start looking at different ways to make money. Now there are tons of ways to make money with your new website. One of the easiest ways to make money is simply with ads. Now I don't see ads on this website. Let me just check here. I don't see ads on this website, but you could work with an ad company called Google AdSense. Now, the great thing with Google AdSense is it's really easy to get up and running. You simply click on Get Started, you follow the prompts, and then they will actually automatically place ads right on your website. The only drawback to Google AdSense is they pay pennies on the dollar. You're not going to make a lot of money with Google AdSense, but you can actually go to other ad networks once you are getting significant traffic. If you start getting 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 page views per month, you could work with Ezoic, Media.net, Mediavine, AdThrive. There's a bunch of them out there. You just have to do a little bit of research. You can also make money with affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is simply recommending or selling other people's products and services. And the way that affiliate marketing works is you're going to find companies that are congruent or in line with your target audience. You are going to apply to their affiliate network, and then they're going to give you affiliate links. You're going to put those affiliate links right in your blog post. And then when people click the link and buy, you get paid a commission. For example, this is probably an affiliate link right here. If I click this and it takes me over to a different website and I buy, for example, johnlewis.com, they're probably affiliates for John Lewis. If I buy this, they earn a portion of the commission. So let's say the commission's 10%, they would earn $24.90. And the cool thing is you can sign up with a ton of different affiliate programs, and it's really easy. If you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, the third link in the description leads to a free affiliate marketing course where I go over everything step by step. Another way that you can make money is to sell your own physical and digital products. Now, selling your own physical and digital products is outside the scope of this video, but it's really easy. If we click on this, this might be a product that they're selling. Okay, so they're not directly selling this product, but you can sell your own physical and digital products. Maybe you have an ebook on a guide to men's fashion. You can actually add some plugins. In fact, some of the WordPress themes here actually include the ability to sell as well. So now that we have covered different ways to make money, the next step is to share your content on social media. In the very beginning, I recommend that you share your content on social media simply because you're not going to have any organic traffic or traffic from the search engines. If you share your content on social media in relevant places, you can kind of spark traffic to your website. You can start building a following, and you won't have to necessarily rely completely on the search engines. And what I recommend that you do is find relevant places. The key is relevant. You want to go out and find different social media channels and networks that are relevant to maybe men's watches. You don't want to share your content on a Facebook group that's interested in basket weaving. No one's going to click on your links and go to your website. It has to be relevant and congruent. The final question that I get all the time is, how many blog posts should I write before I determine my next steps? In my opinion, I think you should write 50 blog posts. Now, 50 seems like a lot, but a lot of people quit after 10 or 20. 50 really sets yourself apart. It lets Google know that you're serious about your blog. Also, you're going to have 50 opportunities to rank for keywords, which is very powerful. Something will work with those 50 blog posts. So I recommend that you set a goal of one blog post every day or one blog post every other day until you get to that 50 rank. Now be sure to check out the 3 links in the description. The first link is to web hosting, the second link is to premium WordPress themes, and then the third link is for the free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell if this video or any other video on this channel helped you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.